guys and girls. Hey, it's the B2. We're going to check in on a topic that I'm pretty stoked to get on with, and it's the e10 update for Clicker Heroes. That's right. So we've spent some time resistant the change almost. So I know a lot of you have been asking for an update on this, and so which is my home inspection and the impending move and all that. I'm going to save that for the end of the video so that you guys who are new to the channel get right down to what you want to talk about, which is Clicker Heroes. So first up, the e10 update. Oh my goodness, don't wait. And by don't wait, I mean pull your data from your Clicker Heroes game, save it to the website, sign up for the website to keep your data, and then keep moving on. Like, I can't believe I was resistant to the change this much. It's really simple too. All you have to do is click on your wrench here, click save. It will save it to a file. You guys can't see it move to the file in your Steam game. And then load up the web version and import it with this button, the import button. Copy and paste that file over, and then bang, all your progress that you made is going to be now moved from Steam to the website, which is miles and miles different. So with the upgrade, and we're going to walk through that. I was resistant to change because nobody wants to finish doing what you're doing, but a couple of the users, and I'm going to go ahead and load up the comments. But like Builder Obicio, he talked about tiny rails. Pomohackle, he was a tiny rails guy anyway, but a couple of the guys, where is it at? Yeah, Jack Smalls, he was like on my comments saying, hey, you know, nice zone. It's a 20. I'm almost at 22. It's been no time since the e10 update, and we got to talking about it a little bit. And he was like, "Man, did you put in your video that it took you 6 days to transcend?" And I was like, "Yeah, we average about 6 to 7 days, which is pretty fast actually, 138 hours or so." And he's like, "I've been a transcending like every day and a half." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, get on the website and get it going." So I did, and I am extremely glad I did, and I'll show you why. Because on here, look at the Ascensions. Look at this. And I'm already almost at my high level. I'm 19,600 as my high level, so I'm only 1,500 off, and I only did 5 ascends. I mean, I think that's enough right there to argue the fact that the update is really, really big deal, and it's going to take a while to get it on Steam. You know, even if it's just 4 or 5 days, that's now going to be 3 transcends, and who knows how many ancient souls, right? So make that change, get over there and start doing that. I got to update my Summoner's War here. I'm running a Giants B10 while we're talking and doing this video because, you know what, if I'm gaming it all. I've got my computer running, I've got Steam running, I've got my iPad running, and sometimes I have my phone running to get all the gaming in to do the updates, right? So anyway, life of a gamer, full-time gamer. I love it. So a few cosmetic changes. You'll notice the 9K up top, and that's significant. I'm going to tell you why in a little bit, but that's significant to you. It's a cosmetic change. Looks kind of neat, though. There's no new achievements. So if you look down here, like I'm still at 95%. There's nothing new there. The Ascends Transcends, that's like a huge deal. Now, what are some changes that I noticed right off the bat? And if I look in my my heroes here, my ancients, there's no Solomon. He's gone. That's a big deal, right? How am I going to get hero souls? And I'm going to show you how to get hero souls. No problem. But they've also added a guy, Pluto, and this is common for the updates. You see these guys go, and then sometimes they'll bring them back, and sometimes they'll take them out again. If you've been playing any amount of time, you'll know that that's kind of crazy. So there's also a buy all button. So when you go in here, like after your second ascend, and you have enough hero souls now to buy them all, because watch, like I had on my first ascension 1.4 million hero souls. So yeah, I went in and just hit the buy all button, even the ones that I don't ever really play. Let's go ahead and get this bee in the background, buddy. Come on, be a dark ritual, be a dark ritual, be something. No pun intended, right? Be something. Power surge, yay. But if you notice, you know, with the changes on there, there's no changes in relics. There's no changes in clans. Like, all that stuff is still exactly the same. And there's no changes in mercs. But when you get to the outsiders portion, oh man, there is some big changes. And we are going to talk through them, right? Xylokill, no change. He still does effective idle bonuses. Chorgaloth, no change. Still reduces ancient cost. But look at Fandoris and Ponyboy. Oh my Jeebus. 2,000% increase in DPS. And I've got them spec'd wrong. I'm going to correct this on the next Transcend, but it was my first run, wanted to try some stuff out. But now Ponyboy and Borb function differently. Ponyboy is no more about boosting Solomon, and Borb is no more about boosting top-end max Transcendent rewards, right? So that's gone. But he does boost the effectiveness of Kumo Akamaru. Well, B2, like, what does that mean? Does that mean that he's just going to, like, get less monsters needed to be killed for level? And the answer is no. And I'm going to show you that. Borb is very important. Rageist is a new one. 125% effectiveness of Atman, and if you remember, Atman is the one that determines when you get a primal hero soul every 5 levels. And you can see I've got him boosted up, so look at this. This thing is pretty much staying on the screen the whole time. Hero souls. Hero souls. Hero souls. So I definitely have him up at a high enough level to continue to get the maximum there. Kiarakwa? I don't know. It sounds kind of like a weird name. But anyway, he effectiveness of Bubos, which is boss life, and then effectiveness of Kronos, which is the boss timer, and then of course the effectiveness of Dora, which is the amount of treasure chests you get. And like, that's such a strange thing. Like, why is that even in the game, man? And I'll show you, like, because once you get back over to these heroes, the Kuma, I'll show you the Kuma. You're like, wait a second, that's a different tooltip than before. Negative 68.7 monsters required to advance to the next zone. What is this advancing to the next zone? I don't get that. And why is there a minimum of 2? Well, 2 is pretty much as low as you can take it. You're going to have to kill 2 monsters per zone. But when you hover above that question mark, it's going to show you a whole new list of stats, meaning like how many monsters it takes you on a normal zone, the percent of treasure chest. Oh, so that's why there's now an outsider that boosts the percent chance of treasure chest. That makes sense, B2. That's the way to tie it in. Bravo, good job. There's also a boss health multiplier, a boss timer multiplier, and a primal chance multiplier. And that's why all those outsiders at the end are needed. Now, what you're going to do with that information and how we're going to change stuff like that, that's all up to you. You're going to have to dance around with it a little bit. I looked for a calculator today to try to alleviate some of that, and you know, honestly, I couldn't find one. I found one that was updated for E10 that did the heroes and everything, but I couldn't find one that did the outsiders yet. So I guess Reddit hadn't caught up to that, or I just did a wrong search and couldn't find it. If you have a calculator that you want to give to everybody to kind of show, please go ahead and tag it in the comments, the link to it, so we can all take a look at it. So anyway, this is B2. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you want to stick around and listen to the home part of it, you're welcome to. But for the people who have subbed and we talk all the time about it, we did a home inspection yesterday on a house we're looking to purchase, me and Ms. B2. Her name is Felicia. And it's on 2.5 acres. It's going to be more of like a mini farm almost in some sense, but it's a 2.5 acres, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. There's an in-ground pool in the back. There's a lot of stuff that we have to build, a lot of flower beds and landscaping and gardening stuff and like all kinds of craziness. But I'm thinking about starting a second channel and documenting that process. So, but the home inspection went good. There was some structural damage that from termites, and so they the guy who did the inspection put a bid in to replace all that stuff that was the guy who owned the house passed away, and that stuff wasn't kept up on a contract, and so some of those guys got in there and chewed up some stuff. But it's been eradicated. There's no termites in there. There's nothing active. And so they went in and replaced a bunch of the wood, but they didn't get it all. So my inspector went in and looked. It's another $3,000 worth of stuff. They're going to jack the house out, change out some braces to new stuff, and then let the house back down on there. So some big time stuff, and then a bunch of little smaller stuff. Like there was a pinhole in the attic that was like letting some moisture in on a board that had turned bad. So we're going to get them to get up there, fix the siding, then that one little piece, and patch that hole up so no more moisture can get in. There was some other little things in the garage, like some hanging drywall. The floor was rippled in a couple of points, but we're going to probably tear up that floor and put a new floor in eventually, so I'm not really sweating that too much. And I'm sure that was caused by the structural stuff. So But anyway, that's about the update on the house. We're waiting for the appraisal now. If the appraisal comes back and everything looks good, we're going to continue with the contract and hopefully be into the new place by just December 15th is the date that we're looking at. So I appreciate all the messages and stuff on Discord and into my email and on the comment section and all that stuff, like having you guys along for the journey. It's actually been kind of fun. So that's the update for E10 on Clicker Heroes, and we'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.